Hello, listeners. The COVID-19 pandemic has posed some very unique challenges to organizations. Over the last few months, HR has introduced strategies to keep workers both safe and engaged and will forge ahead with new approaches as offices reopen. Here with me today is Kristin Johnson, CHRO of Edward Jones, to share how her organization is navigating the crisis and the changing world of work. Kristin, thanks for joining me today. What steps did you take to ensure the safety of the workforce during the first days of COVID-19?
So we have a business continuity plan and team that we've had in place for many years who had a pandemic plan and a playbook, which was very helpful. We had to really dust that off quickly, and they had started to monitor the situation certainly really early in 2020. But then in early March, our first steps were really to ask people who had traveled internationally or had come into contact with somebody that had to self-quarantine for 14 days. And so we're really monitoring travel and asking people to self-quarantine if they had done so. And then that really accelerated on March 17th. We made a difficult decision to close our branches to public access, as well as then moved around almost 100% of our home office to work from home. And since that time, we've been working largely in a virtual environment in the home office, and our branches have been in their physical locations. Our branch locations consist of two individuals. We have a financial advisor, an assistant, a branch office administrator, and therefore, there are good social distancing guidelines and precautions in place so they can work in their branch. We just closed our branches to public access, but everyone's been able to continue to work and serve our clients in an uninterrupted way. We also ramped up our digital technology to support that, scaled about 300% in terms of our remote access connections to support that in a short period of time. We also quickly approved 10 additional personal days for our associates if they needed that for COVID, for themselves or to take care of a loved one or family member. We also launched an intranet site for resources and information to share with our whole population of 49,000 professionals. We also launched a site for our clients as well to share with them resources on emotional, physical, and financial health. Really quickly mobilizing to make sure that we're taking care of our clients and our 49,000 professionals during a difficult time.
And what are some strategies you're leveraging to keep the workforce engaged?
We've really ramped up our communication and really helping to have everybody feel really connected to help with that engagement. We had a video communication channel, and we've been using that more. We started a coffee chat twice a week, which myself and another partner lead, Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, and we have guests on that talk about different topics, whether it's around the business and ideas to serve clients, or it's around emotional and physical health and taking care of ourselves, or it's about leadership or even inclusion. We are just really been having fun with that. We have our associates that will send in pictures of their favorite coffee mug, and so we'll highlight those and stories about those and what keeps them going. So it's been a great way to connect the 49,000 and keep them engaged with what's going on and help them stay well. We also have Penny Pennington, our managing partner, that does video updates, and she's been doing a weekly, she calls it Good Gas update, and highlighting whether it's one of our own associates, financial advisors, or branch office administrators, or home office associates, stories in terms of how they might be helping in the community or how they're helping others within our branch teams, or an external speaker. We had John O'Leary on the other day with her to really share some motivation, ideas, and techniques. And so the Good Gas has been very popular for the population to keep people engaged. We also launched more resources for our leaders who have not had as much experience leading in a virtual environment, ideas to lead virtually and keep their associates engaged, really sharing ideas that, because most of our meetings and interactions, of course, are online via Zoom or via a conference call, that you need to certainly make it about the professional business at hand, but also ideas on how to engage or how to have personal questions and check in with people before you get right to the business topic. So that's been helpful. I had a leader send me a note the other day, and he said, I'm not sure I would have known all the names of my associates' pets until now because of the way that we're interacting. So that's been helpful. And then our wellness programs, we've really expanded those. We formed a partnership with Virgin Pulse 3 years ago and had a mobile app already that we've had a lot of good engagement by our population with, and we expanded wellness programs for physical health as well as mental health, and added a program on cognitive behavior therapy, which has been really popular, and mindfulness. We've had a lot of good uptake there. There's a lot of challenges with the personal and professional integration of life right now, people working from home, having children at home, and so those wellness resources have been really popular to help people stay engaged.
And you mentioned being at home. I'm interested to hear some best practices about working from home.
I've had to certainly learn some on my own. I've not been work from home, of course, until now. And so a few things that have been helpful. One is the routine and, still getting up and working out or doing something in the morning before diving into work, trying to keep my work in the same place every day and not taking it around the house, but really work happens in one spot. And then when I leave that place, go into the personal environment, taking walk breaks. I found that initially was doing most all of my meetings on video, and that was just really draining. And so have mixed up the format of meetings. So not, doing some video, some calls, being able to walk and talk has been really, really helpful. And then certainly, as I mentioned, our wellness programs that we've launched, we have a great 7-minute desk workout that I've taken myself that's helpful during the day, and really engaging and leveraging those wellness programs that we've had have been helpful working from home. So those are a few best practices.
And as states begin to reopen, workforces are wondering, and HR especially, how do we reopen the workplace? Do you have any steps that you're recommending for return to work?
Yeah, so good news on our front from Edward Jones. As I mentioned, the steps we took initially, we were able to get people to work at home environment and close off public access to our branches, but everyone was still working. And that's been great. We've been able to continue to serve our 7 million clients. So our plan is more reintegration versus return to work. And so we are planning now to have gradual reintegration over the summer. And from a branch location perspective, we have 15,000 branch locations all over North America. So monitoring the state and local authorities, the CDC guidance, and we'll have a phased approach to open our branch locations to public access. Certainly creating several resources, including a preparedness kit for our branch locations, social distancing materials, branch signs, and more that will help them ensure the safety of our clients and our branch teams as we do so. And the home office, same plan, gradual reintegration to the physical environment. We have 3 home office locations, St. Louis, Tempe, Arizona, and Mississauga in Canada. And so looking here mid-June to likely start 10% of the workforce back into the physical environment, and we'll continue to gradually ramp that up, but continue to monitor. It's a fluid situation. And the good news, as I said, is that we don't have a sense of urgency to get everybody back into the physical work environment, as we are working every day and things are going well and serving our clients.
Until next time, listeners, I'm Debbie Bola.